Hello, it is the Kiwi Kink, and as you can see, I'm playing a little bit of Battlegrounds. So not quite. What this is a replay of a match I had with Zaxxon just the other day, but due to a recording glitch, there was no sound. My mic had been muted in that, so it was rather disappointing. But it was a pretty good showing, so I decided I might as well use this replay mode just to show you how well I managed to do. Kinda. So as you see, we're in mid-action here. We have been going in for about 16 minutes. This was not much to see up until this point. A lot of running. We were well outside the circle. We're well outside the circle again now, which is why we've decided to go fast and furious again, even though that always works out well for us. Once again, you get to see me do some stunt driving and almost kill myself in the process, as we are very good drivers, safety first and all that. But unfortunately, my friend Zaxxon is not long for this world, as we do run into some people who start shooting at us. Yeah. Rather than stop and fight, we decide to basically just keep going. Well, I should say, I decide to keep going as I am in the driver's seat. Zaxxon, of course, riding shotgun until he gets damaged enough to drop out. Now, I actually hadn't noticed that he had dropped out, which is why I seem to have abandoned him. It's at this point he makes it clear that, yeah, I need to come back, but alas, I am not able to save Zaxxon before he is ended. Which basically means it's up to me to make a daring escape on my own, which involves me crashing the car, as one does, and legging it. So yes, so basically that was how this all started. Now we go to what we call the typical Kiwi strategy of hiding. Now, there is a lot of people around, so naturally I try to find somewhere to hide and pick the toilet, because that is my favorite room in the house. Now, rather than bore you with the details, we're just going to skip ahead until I'm on the move again. Okay, and as you can see, we are now about to go on the move. Basically, I waited in the toilet until the circle contracted and see how screwed I was. So this is when I implemented my new plan of to just run across the field out in the open, because I was pretty sure I was dead anyway, and well, gotta risk it for the biscuit. So off I went in search of guts and glory. Now, about this point during the actual game, Zaxxon, who was spectating, was rather amazed I had not been shot yet, especially considering my rather brazen activity. You can see there are a couple of people over in that direction, and of course there's gunfire all over the place. But I decide that the winning strategy on this day is to swim for it. So yes. Now, this is not recommended by any stretch of the imagination, especially stopping to just take your bearings. But luckily, no one decided to kill me while I was off here. And also, the game doesn't have sharks, so why that is kind of a pity. It also benefits me in this regard. Now, my plan at the moment was I saw a tree over there, and I decided I would live in that tree. That tree is now my home. There. Which again is not necessarily a strategy. If you can take a look at the mini-map, you can see there are dozens of people just above me there as I'm swimming up on top of the ridge. But luckily either they didn't see me or they took pity on me. And hey presto, I'm actually still somehow alive. So yeah. So this tree became my new home. There. I loved my tree. It did me so much good. So, in my usual wonderful preparedness, I decided that I would camp here because I felt pretty safe. That is when we noticed that there were some sneaky bastards over there. And, well, since I wasn't winning, I decided to take a few pot shots. Now, I will show it from their point of view in a moment, there, because Zaxxan could not believe that I was alive, as they could not hit me. But there was a reason for that, it turned out. But if we keep an eye on them for the moment, I do need to also make it clear that I was not the only ones hunting them. You can probably notice some others on there. So I managed to hit him there. Now they're hiding behind that rock, waiting to figure out where I am and what I'm going to do. And and as you can see, I am a terrible shot. But basically I'm taking pot shots at them as they try to figure out where the hell I am. Getting a couple of good hits in. Admittedly wasting all my ammo at the same time. Now they're also getting shot. And boom. I actually got a kill. Not my first kill, that will be going up in a later video. But yes, I did actually manage to kill these guys. Okay, and we're back. And these is from the point of view of the poor schmucks that I was actually shooting at. Now, as you can see, they are hiding behind the rock. I am over by my tree. You can see the little arrow over there. Now, they have some pretty good weaponry too, so if they'd spotted me, I was dead. So they've got the scopes. They're looking around, trying to figure out where the gunfire came from. But no avail. Looking over there, and soon they stick their head out a little too much, and I get a nice little wing there. Yeah, unfortunately he did bandage up, which is probably why he survived. His friend is out there as well. They're looking at the ridge line, trying to find out where I am. Ironically, if they'd just seen me, I would have been dead. I'm barely getting close to them with my shots. Yeah. And as you can see, they're also getting shot at from across the way. But that puts them here, and that allows me to get my kill shot. Victory at last. Okay, so we're back to me. So because I was nice and comfortable in my little spot, I decided to just camp here and wait to see what the circle did. Feeling good in my little victory. Wearing my chicken dinner shirt. So, you know. Now, unfortunately, the circle did not contract in my favor. So, it's time for me to once again go on the move. Yeah. If the gods had been kind, I would have stayed there. But, as you can see, you know, not too bad. Only 5 people left alive at this point, so I'm done pretty well despite all my silliness and such. Now, do believe I spot someone else and take some pot shots, but I don't really get them, and I'm almost out of ammo. And luckily they didn't take any shots at me. Yes, the machete's not going to help there, Kiwi. Time for some Uzi action. So once again, I'm sort of in the let's not give a fuck motif. The guy I was shooting at has gone to this house. It's the only real bit of cover. So I decide to burst in, guns blazing, and so ended my little adventure. So I got 4th and managed to kill someone. That's a pretty good victory as far as I'm concerned. Now we will say good night here, and I hope you enjoyed this little exercise in selective editing, I guess you could call it. Anyway, normal videos from now on, and I am the Kiwi Kink, and I will see you next time.